published 1730 Est, the 22nd of November 2017, updated 1732 Est, the 22nd of November 2017, established in honor of Sportsmail legend Ian Wooldridge, who died in 2007. This annual award is voted for by you. It celebrates the sporting genius and Corinthian spirits of beloved JOSHUAwoolers. Last year the winner was Maddie Hinch, the goalkeeper whose penalty saves in Rio secured Olympic gold for Great Britain's hockey team. Now we invite you to nominate a sportsperson from this year. Here, our writers offer some suggestions. 2008 CHRISSIE WELLINGTON2009 Rebecca ADLINGTON2010 Jessica ENNIS 2011 Amy WILLIMS 2012 JONNY WILKINSON 2013 Sir Henry CECIL 2014 Darren FLETCHER 2015 Joe PAVEY 2016 Maddie Hinch Jeff PowellANTHONY JOSHUAWoolers was not much into boxing, but he warmed to larger-than-life characters, and there is no personality in sport bigger than Anthony Joshua. That charisma has had as much to do with packing crowds totaling 170,000 into 2 national football stadiums this year as his status as world heavyweight champion. At Wembley he won a thriller against Vladimir Klitschko, then packed out Cardiff's Principality Stadium for a defense of his titles. All with that huge, ever-present smile. AJ is the happiest chappie in the universe of fame, but he reminds himself popularity doesn't win fights. What it does is bring the noble art of the prize ring out of its connoisseur's corner and into the affections of the British public. Joshua is driving a renaissance of boxing as surely as he redeemed himself after a troubled start to life. His is a story Ian Wooldridge would have loved. Ian Wooldridge would have loved world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua's story, and Lady Manstilian Petrovian loved the glamour and glory of sport, but perhaps above all he loved sport for sport itself. He also recognized true courage, the kind which placed sport in its rightful, rather trivial context, and he would have been moved and impressed by Stilian Petrov's story. Diagnosed with acute leukemia in 2012, the former Celtic and Aston Villa player was determined to survive but also to return to the sport he loves. So, after failing to resurrect his career at Villa, the Bulgarian turned to Sunday League. Petrov is in his 3rd season for Wycombe Wanderers in the Central Warwickshire Over-35s League and has his first medal from April's Division 1 Cup final. "I love it," said Petrov this month. "I didn't know if I would walk again, kick a ball again, or even be alive, so to win a medal makes it the most precious in my career. It has put a smile back on my face." Mike Dixon JOSHUAwoolers was not known for his love of football or its people, but whatever his misgivings about the world's biggest sport, he loved any athlete with a hinterland, and would surely have admired the work of Juan Mata with his common goal charity. Mata comes across as a man with unusually broad horizons. His idea of signing up players to give 1% of their income to good causes only reinforces that impression. It is hardly footballers' fault that they live in an era of eye-watering salaries, but Mata's gesture seems the best of human responses to his profession's good fortune. Woolers would have surely loved Manchester United star Juan Mata's common goal initiative. Paul Newman Anya Shrubsley. For me the award should go to the England cricketer who took the final wicket in a World Cup final at Lord's. Anya Shrubsley produced a superb performance against India on what became the best day of the cricketing summer, then made sure she did not over-celebrate that night so she could be fresh for the increased media attention the following morning. A fantastic role model in an England team capable of taking the women's game to another level over the next few years. Derek Lawrence and Katrina Matthew and Moyne in August. The best woman golfer of the last 20 years expected to be passing on her wisdom as vice-captain of Europe's Solheim Cup team. Instead, she found herself drafted into the side when Suzanne Petterson had to pull out at the last minute. Not only did the 47-year-old not let anyone down, she was one of the stars of the Europe team with 3 points from 4 matches. Matthew won the 2009 British Open 11 weeks after giving birth, so no wonder she wasn't fazed taking on the Americans under such circumstances and a 40,000 crowd each day. The Scot will be Europe's captain for the next match at Gleneagles. Let's hope by then she's followed in Laura Davies' footsteps and become a golfing dame. It would be richly deserved. Jonathan McAvoy. Roger Federer never neglected sports. Unfortunate surprise, the boxer whose senses had been scrambled, or a bespectacled plasterer known as Eddie the Eagle. But he really reveled in the Paul Rogers of sport. And who better exemplifies high and sparkle than tennis's greatest champion, 19-time Grand Slam winner Roger Federer. No tennis player's touch and grace, nor any rival of his era from another field, has warranted so many laudatory adjectives as the Swiss during a career of the highest sportsmanship. That he won his 5th Australian Open and 8th Wimbledon titles this year, aged 35, is merely supplementary evidence for his enduring suitability for an award whose accent is on style. There are few athletes in the world who exemplify high and sparkle more than Roger Federer. Athletes America Uja Britain are on the cusp of having a world-class sprinter. Uja's 5 100 meters titles in the Diamond League season is without precedent for this country, but it was in failure he showed something more. In the 100 meters at London's World Championships, he was a contender for a medal and failed to get beyond the semi-finals. A year earlier at the Olympics, he was in an almost identical situation and was judged to be so down he was dropped from the relay team for the final. That stung. This time he knuckled down, buried his personal anger for a week, and ran the first leg as the GB team won 4 by 100 meters gold. Great courage from a sprinter with great potential.